Hello, everyone. Now, this is the first that I'm hearing of Miami Beach do not want spring break in their city. And so this is coming from US News Today. They said, we don't want spring break here. Miami Beach declares state of emergency after shooting, but they keep coming. Mayor Dan Gilbert said of the crowds after 5 bystanders were injured over the weekend. Now, this was put out on March 21st, 2022, and it says Miami Beach, Florida declared a state of emergency over concerns about spring break crowds for the second year in a row after 2 shootings over the weekend. So I can see them not wanting people to come to their city if they're being, if they are rowdy and they're not acting accordingly. They don't know how to have fun without getting into some disputes that, and then they produce handguns. And, there's a lot of guns out here where people are killing each other. So the rowdy tourists have created an unacceptable atmosphere of fear in the city, Mayor Dan Gilbert said Monday in a joint news conference with police and other local officials. So that is unacceptable. And it's created an atmosphere of fear in the city because if people go there to have fun and they don't expect to be killed or to be their life to be put in danger, then yeah, it's going to be in an unacceptable atmosphere of fear. And so Gilbert said he couldn't allow people to come to the city only to worry about being shot. So he says, I know this might be happening all over the country, as I've seen on some national reports. But frankly, that doesn't make anybody feel better right here, Gilbert said, because this is our city and we cannot allow it to descend into this kind of chaos and disorder. Okay, so they're showing that this Miami Beach fire rescue transport a woman on a stretcher on Ocean Drive in Miami Beach. That was on March 17th. So she looks like one of the victims that might have been shot. Um, and so 5 bystanders were hospitalized in 2 random shootings over the weekend. And police said they found two women with non-life-threatening injuries after they responded to reports of gunshots around 1 a.m. Monday. 3 other people were injured Sunday morning in a shooting on Ocean Drive near 8th Street, NBC Miami reported. Gilbert told reporters that if he could stop the influx of spring break crowds, he would. But with revelers still streaming into the city, he said authorities are being pushed to impose more extreme responses, including curfew. The curfew is an attempt to push back against the reputation that Miami Beach is a 24-hour party city, Gilbert said. And that has always been true, that Miami never sleeps and they always be partying. So they're trying to, place a curfew. So it says the midnight curfew will go into effect Thursday and remain in effect until 6 a.m. March 28th, said City Manager Alina Hudak, who signed the order. Gilbert said, we don't want spring break here, but they keep coming. People keep coming here in large numbers, such large numbers that it creates an almost impossible situation for our police. Now, it might be good for their businesses, but it's also bringing chaos, is what, Miami Beach authorities are saying, the officials are saying. So it is the second year in a row that Miami Beach authorities have declared a state of emergency tied to surges in spring break last year. Now, last year, Gilbert announced an 8 p.m. curfew for the South Beach neighborhood's entertainment district to control crowds and potential COVID-19 outbreaks. Violence spread through the city as crowds broke out into brawls. Now, police made hundreds of arrests, prompting an extension of what was initially only a 72-hour state of emergency. Authorities made it clear that the blame did not lie solely with the typical college students associated with the holiday surge. Okay, you have cheap airfares, you have sunshine, and a lack of masking or social distancing restrictions. So people want to be free. They've been cooped up, and people are used to being free and going where they want to go. So those are going to be issues as well. And they were associated with a new and more unruly kind of spring break last year. It was a spring break like no other, former city manager Raul Aguila said at the time, blaming Florida's lax COVID rules for drawing all kinds of crowds to the area. So you can find this article on U.S. News. Um, you can That's where you can find this article, excuse me, U.S. News, March 21st, 2022, and they are definitely have declared a state of emergency. I don't know what you all think about that. Leave your comments below. you know, about that on what you think. Should there be a ban? And should there be a curfew? You know, do people have a right? Do the officials and authorities there have a right to place a curfew and to ban people from coming to their city because it's it's causing a risk for the people that live there for their safety, and people are being afraid, and they shouldn't have to be afraid in their own city. So, what do you think? Leave your respectful comments below. And here you go. I'm going to just go ahead and post this disclaimer, because we definitely want to make sure that the disclaimer is there. And then thank you for tuning in. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. The thing is that when you share the video, maybe there's someone that doesn't know that they shouldn't be traveling to Miami, and if they do, there is a curfew. So they need to be on their best behavior, even though they want to have fun. Be on your best behavior while you're on spring break. And so thank you all again for tuning in to my video. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by my channel. I know there's a lot of videos, and I know that you can watch, and I know there and take your time watching them. I leave my videos up, so take your time watching them. And the other thing is, I know there's other channels you can visit, but also you can visit my channel as well because I truly appreciate you stopping by. I talk about all types of things on my channel pretty much, on my channel. So I don't talk about just one thing or one subject, but I do talk about a lot of different subjects. And I truly appreciate when you put your comments, you know, it helps provoke, thought provoking conversations. And I truly appreciate that. So thank you all for tuning in. God bless.